Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Emperor's Voice podcast. It is me, Emperor K, your host, as usual. And this week we'll be discussing Paris Games Week, the big Sony press conference that happened at the conference on Tuesday. And let me say this early on the show. Thank you, Sony. Thank you for bringing us 20 years of PlayStation. I have enjoyed the last 20 years, even though I hadn't got the PlayStation 3 on launch because I was in college. But still, thank you very much for everything that you've done for us. Thank you very much indeed. So let's go over everything that happened on the conference on Tuesday. Call of Duty, that was one of the big openers this week. We've got news on some of the map packs that will be coming out on games consoles, PCs, Xbox. Sony has announced that they are going to launch the backpacks 30 days before any other console. That's pretty big, and it's going to start with Nuketown. Yep, the big Nuketown. I remember playing it on the original Black Ops, and it was a really fun short map. I get getting killed right in the middle of the streets, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a really fun map to play, and it was definitely something that I really want to get back into. So I'm thinking about getting it sometime Christmas, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be late, but Christmas, PS4. Well, definitely looking forward to it. I'm gonna get the Nuketown map packs DLC. That's something of a treat if you're, say, a really good boy on Christmas Day. Speaking of shoot 'em ups, we're going to go to Star Wars Battlefront. Oh yeah, I love the sight of that gameplay trailer. Oh, all the bad guys you could play, all the good guys you could play. You could even play the Emperor himself. Wow. Now that was a sight to see. You've got to believe me when I say that you normally cannot play as the Emperor. You couldn't actually play as any of the special characters in the old Battlefront games back on the PS2. Basically, you had to play as a droid or a trooper. So it was a lot of. It was really good to see that you could play as some of the hero characters like Darth Vader, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Jabba the Hutt, Luke Skywalker. I'm actually looking forward to seeing if we could play other heroes in this game, because it's definitely an old game that has been brought back with a whole lot of life, and I'm definitely looking forward to what the game has to offer in the future. Yeah, it's a really fun game. And it also announced that the conference that day, there is a Darth Vader PS4. Yes, a Darth Vader PS4. You can only imagine if the Xbox is going to have a Jabba the Hutt or Master Yoda Xbox. Definitely, something you've got to keep an eye out for if you're an Xbox fan. Yeah, so Darth Vader PS4 exclusive to Sony PlayStation 4. If you want to get the PlayStation 4 with the Darth Vader on the release date, you have got to pre-order fast, because I hear they're going to go out like crazy. And next up, let's go for Street Fighter. Oh yeah. Well, this is the big game. One of the games that was on the PlayStation 20 years ago. I think it was Street Fighter Turbo at the time. But yeah, Street Fighter 5 has announced another character, Dalsim. Yeah, the guy that can do the Gordon Fire. I like that guy. He's one of my favorite fighters in the series. With the stretching arms, kicks. Me and my brother, we used to play Street Fighter on the Super Nintendo all the time, and we liked Dalsim. I think we used to play doubles where we both played the same character, and we fought to find out who was better at it. Yeah, I don't know, I can't remember how many matches we won or lost, but it was one of those fun moments that I enjoyed at all time. I'm actually looking forward to playing as Dalsim when Street Fighter 5 comes out. Yeah, it's really, really good. There is going to be 6 other hidden characters that was announced when the creator came onto the stage at the Paris Games Week and made this huge announcement. It was a whole big surprise, because I have no idea who these 6 other fighters are going to be. I can only guess. I can't think Ken would want to go back, because he's... Well, in the story, he's running this big company, and I don't know who else would be there. So my guess is as good as yours as who would be one of the hidden characters. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out. And if you're a big Street Fighter fan, I hope to maybe see you on the online mode, if there is going to be one. And we're going to stick to fighting games because another big game that was announced that was a first for PlayStation back in 1995, Tekken 7, the King of Iron Fist tournament. This is really, really big. With the trailer that I saw, it's gonna be a story based on before the original game to see what happened, how the characters came to be, and what happened to Heihachi, because this is definitely a story that has not been touched in the 20 plus years that Tekken series has gone into before, and it's something that I've really played a lot. When me and my brother first got the PlayStation, we were both we played the game so much that whenever we completed it, we sometimes got these hidden characters that you could not get on the one-on-one menu, but yeah, it's definitely something that I would like to go back onto. Go onto my PlayStation and purchase the old Tekken games. I really want to play those old fighting games again. Those were the best times, and I hope that we've got some great new characters in the upcoming Tekken 7 game that's coming out for PS4. And this Tekken 7, it was actually arcade-based at first in Japan, and it looks like we're going to get it's the console exclusive. There's going to be a story mode to this, and it looks like it's going to be a whole new story, original story, and it's going to explore the dark side of Tekken, probably before the King of Iron Fist tournament ever became to existence. It's something that I really would like to play. I'm thinking about pre-ordering it, and now ever since watching the trailer, and I hope I can get some really good stuff out of the game. Probably get back into fighting games. It's been a long while. I can't remember how long. Probably since Street Fighter 4 or BlazBlue. I hope that I can play some of those old fighting games again, because I really enjoyed those, ladies and gentlemen. I am definitely hoping to get back into the fighting game genre. And we're going to go back to first-person shooter games, ladies and gentlemen, because Battleborn was also announced at the Sony PlayStation Paris Games Week conference, and we got to see a lot more of the gameplay features that are included in the game. And we've got to know that there will be 5-on-5, so you can pick a hero and you can battle with 4 friends or strangers online and shoot your way to victory. And we've also got to see some of the new modes that are included. A mode called Meltdown, where you have to sacrifice your own minions to please this mechanical god. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm definitely thinking that it's some sort of escort and protect mission to make sure that you are victorious. I'm thinking that one team protects the minions while another team attacks you, and it keeps going until some conditions are met. Don't know much about the details, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Incursion, it's an invade and destroy mode where you have to sort of take down your enemy's base. I think it's like the old Warcraft mode where you have to, where you come in through a boat, you get into these vehicles and you attack the enemy's base. That's what I'm thinking it looks like, because I have no idea what the Battleborn team will be doing. And there's also it's traditional capture the flag, where you have to take the flag and then take it to your base. It's the old traditional online mode where you have to do the usual traditional capture the enemy's flag and then take it back to your base to score the points. This is the team that has brought us the Borderlands series. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm glad to know that there will be a campaign mode for this game, because I'm one of those guys that likes to play the story game, where you have to understand what happens in the world. You get to be part of the story itself, and look forward to what's going to come out in the future. Maybe we'll probably get another Battleborn 2, maybe for all the hardcore badasses out there, like the game suggests. This is a new one that was also announced at the conference, Boundless. I have no idea what it looks, what it's all about. It sort of has that Minecraft feel, but it doesn't have all of those classic 8-bit graphics that we used to know and love. But it does look like it does sort of resemble Minecraft in a way. It does seem like it's gonna be one of those games that's is where you have to build your own resources and take them out into the world to do something. I have no idea. We didn't get a lot of details on it. I think it's gonna be multiplayer capable online, but that's all about that we can get. It's definitely short on details, but it's I'm predicting that there will be more on Boundless in the coming months, so definitely want to keep an eye out for. We're also going to come out with a new game. It's being made by the artist Avicii, the tech artist for all those great songs that's come out. The game's called Vector. It's a music rhythm game where players can design and create their own levels. We've seen a lot of games that have done that, but we've never seen a music rhythm game do something like that before. But apart from, I don't know the name of it, but I'm sure there is a listener out there that will know what I'm talking about. It's a game that Avicii is designing and creating himself to get to release for the PlayStation 4 in 2016. And from what we could tell by that amazing announcement trailer on the show, it seems like Avicii was he is a big PlayStation player himself. I'm glad to see that there are other PlayStation players out there. We've already know, if you've ever watched that video game documentary on Channel 4 2 years ago, you probably know this, but for those who don't, I will explain. Labyrinth, he's a big Street Fighter player himself. When he was just a kid, he was playing with his brothers, and he played Street Fighter 2 all the time. I think it was on the Sony PlayStation, not the PlayStation, sorry, the Nintendo, it was Super Nintendo, and I'm glad to see that there are some celebrities that have played a video game or two in the past and have taken inspiration from that. It's wonderful to see that there are a lot of famous people, some famous people out there that actually enjoy playing video games, and that's I haven't touched anyone yet, but hopefully I will in the future. But celebrities, they are a big part of our culture, and hearing about this, this is definitely gonna make a huge impact. I'm gonna go to a Sony exclusive again. This was also announced, Bloodborne Old Hunters. Now this was by far the most scariest trailer I have ever seen, and it's already been Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. I am not looking for another scare. I've already had one on Video Game Nation. Thank you very much, Friday the 13th. Oh, I never want to have a scare like that again. Oh yeah, Bloodborne Old Hunters, or what I saw at the end of the trailer. Oh, that was just disgusting. I have no idea what the monster is, but if you've played Bloodborne, I'm looking forward to, I'm looking to maybe play the game myself, but I need an opinion on that, whether or not I should buy it. I know it's a bit like Dark Souls, but what should I put my money towards, Dark Souls or Bloodborne? Please leave a comment on Facebook, because I'm definitely looking forward to this game, and I'm definitely wanting to avoid the Old Hunters and the monster again, because that thing is gonna leave. I'm gonna have nightmares for a while because of that creature. Thank you very much, Sony. I am now gonna be disturbed for quite some time. Now let's go on to some other games, and if you've a listener of my show and you've already listened to my very first episode of The Emperor's Voice, and you remember one of the top stories being No Man's Sky not getting a release date yet because on that talk show, well, rejoice, ladies and gentlemen, there is a release date. It's not a date, it's a window, June 2016, and it looks fantastic. The new trailer, it is beautiful. What I've seen so far of it, it's really awesome. And now that we know when No Man's Sky is going to be released, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm hoping to, if it's for download, I'll have to wait and pre-purchase it online, maybe, if I can. I can't do that. We can all do that now. So make sure that if you're looking forward to this No Man's Sky game, definitely make sure that you maybe go to the PlayStation Store or whatever store that you're wanting to get. Pre-purchase it online and make sure that your digital copy is ready for download on the date of the official release, and make sure that you don't spoil anything for me, because I'm definitely going to be one of the people that will play it when it's officially released. Now, Matterfall. Oh man, I like the look of this trailer. It was awesome. Oh, Matterfall, it's an arcade style shooting game. From what what we could all tell on the trailer on the Paris Games Week, it's definitely an arcade-style shooting game. We haven't seen a lot of arcade-style games in a long while, not ever since Hardcore, in my opinion. But I'm definitely. This is definitely going to be a fun game to play when it comes out. But from what I could tell, you play one of the blue Matterfall guys, and you have to try and shoot these evil red Matterfall guys. That's my opinion. I don't know what's going to happen in the game. It's definitely one of those stay in the dark games, much like Boundless. I think details are going to be in the dark about that, but I'm definitely looking forward to what's going to be announced during Matterfall and when it's going to come out. I think it's going to be coming out 2016. But one of those great games that I'm looking forward to, and I hope I can get my hands on the copy of, on the digital copy of Matterfall. So, definitely, Matterfall may be coming out 2016. I don't know. So, let's go to a classic PS2 game. If you remember the funny orange cartoon character with the robot on for a backpack. Ratchet & Clank is being remade for PS4, and with a feature film coming out probably next year or maybe the year after. I'm gonna have to look at the trailer again. It's got more details announced. It looks like the main bad guy is going to be Dr. Nefarious, the guy that was once a squishy alien that he's calls all the other organic life forms in the galaxy. He's going to be the main antagonist of the story again, instead of Drax. Yeah, that was a Drax, the little guy. Oh man, I remember playing that game. I've got the HD collection. That's a great one. We got some new gameplay trailers. We're definitely going to be going back to Metropolis, and one of my favorite moments of the game. Definitely. One of the reasons that I keep playing Ratchet & Clank, for hoverboard races. Who doesn't love the hoverboard races? We're definitely going to be doing that too. Definitely. Coming out next year, I'm definitely gonna pre-order that, or maybe on Amazon. If there's gonna be a collector's edition, I'm gonna see if I can pre-order that. Definitely. Yeah, if you're a big fan of the Ratchet & Clank series, this is definitely a game that you gotta get. If you haven't heard of Ratchet & Clank, I suggest going on YouTube, seeing some gameplay trailer. Don't go into any walkthroughs or anything, because that'll spoil the story for you. So just get some gameplay trailers, and you'll understand why this is a big deal to me. Another game that I think it was officially announced at E3 this year, Horizon. It's got some gameplay trailer for what Horizon's gonna do, gonna be in the game. It's an action RPG. I haven't seen a lot of action RPGs this year, but we've learned that in Horizon you have to be a smart hunter for the main characters. So you've got to be wise in you've got to remember what your objectives are and what you got to do, and you've got to think strategy. Yeah, not a lot of people are into strategy these days. They just want to into the game and shoot like crazy, kind of like Call of Duty Black Ops. Yeah, but gonna have a lot of strategy in this game. And another key feature, which is definitely cool, that they took from, I think it was The Last of Us. Yeah, definitely The Last of Us. You have to craft your own arrows. You have to craft your own ammunition in this. I think. Yeah, well, we had to craft bombs in The Last of Us, so we're gonna craft armor, and I think we're also gonna have to craft weapons in Horizon. It's definitely fun, and I especially like the dinosaur, the huge monstrous robot fight that we saw in the gameplay trailer. It's a lot of fun, and I'm definitely gonna have to look forward to that, because it's one of those. Yes, it's really caught my eye, especially since it's from the team that brought us the Killzone series, and I'm definitely looking forward to what Horizon has to offer in the future. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye out on the news for this. So also, if you want to know more about Horizon, I'll be bringing the news every week on the Emperor's Voice, so please do subscribe. And now, for all you motorsports fans out there, Drive Club. If you've ever got the original Drive Club, do know that you are not ignored, because there is now a Drive Club Bikes, and it's out now. Oh yes, there's a new expansion pack called Drive Club Bikes that was announced at the Paris Games Show, and it's all about the motorcycles now. If you've ever driven a motorcycle or you want to know more about them, maybe get on the two-wheeled machines, definitely get the Drive Club Bikes out now. And here's the best part, from what I heard, you don't need the original game to play the new one. And that's a big plus in my books. Get the Drive Club Bikes and play with your friends if you've got Drive Club. I'm definitely gonna have to check out which of my friends have Drive Club and maybe get Drive Club Bike when I get the time. Maybe delete some old games that I don't want anymore. Yeah, so let's also go on to a new game, but it's actually a sequel to a PlayStation Vita exclusive. If you remember when Sony PlayStation was hacked and when the PlayStation Plus was first announced, we all got this game called Gravity Rush. Oh, I like the sound of that. Gravity Rush. Well, there's going to be a Gravity Rush 2 with these, the gameplay is, and I think it's going to be for the PS4 now. So what was announced is that we've got some 3 new styles. We've got the original style that was used in the first game. We've got Moon style, which is a lot lighter, makes Cat a lot more faster in gravity, I think. And Jupiter style, which is a lot heavier and it deals a lot more damage. And I think it will make a huge impact on the gameplay. So yeah, it's definitely. I'm looking forward to this. I'm definitely gonna get it for PS4. Yeah, but it looks like we're gonna have a co-op AI, maybe probably co-op gameplay. Definitely something that I want to keep an eye out for. So, yeah, it's one of those things that was could have been a possibility in the first game, but I don't think so. So yeah, co-op play definitely. It's gonna. I hope that we do get co-op play. Keeping an eye out on all the latest announcements that'll happen with Gravity Rush 2. That was an awesome game, Gravity Rush. I completed it. I got all the trophies. It was a lot of fun for me to play. Maybe Raven will return as a playable character. It's definitely one of those characters that I want to play, the so-called thief as he was. Hopefully I can play. Well, we can all play as Raven. And one of the new features that was included in the gameplay demo of Gravity Rush 2 on Paris Game Week, it's the destructible scenery. Everything there is now destructible. When you crash into the floor, you make a more detailed destructive notice. Normally in the old game you didn't make that much of an impact, but now with the new PlayStation 4 graphics and engines that Sony has access to, the impact is going to be a whole lot wider, and we're going to have a whole lot more details on the destruction. Yeah, definitely something that I'm gonna look forward to. It's this is a whole lot of fun, and we're also gonna stay with the PlayStation exclusives because Uncharted 4, yes, that huge Uncharted series, and we've already had the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection launched here in sometime earlier this year, and we've got to see some of the multiplayer gameplay. Oh yeah, this is one of the most confusing gameplay trailers. I thought we were going to stick with the old-fashioned running shoot strategy that we're all accustomed to with the Uncharted series, but now we're going to get, I think, mysticals, and psychics. And we're also going to use the weapons that are based off the legends throughout the Uncharted series. I think this is actually one of those moments where it actually spoils the gameplay of the Uncharted series. I think maybe Naughty Dog has probably ruined it a little bit by adding these 2 classes. In my mind, it's definitely something that I'd say. I don't want to be a psychic or a mystical. I want to be an old-fashioned shooting guy. It's not that I'm not talking myself out of this. It's just that I'm not one of those guys that would rather be using the mysticals or the psychics. So definitely the gameplay. I hope it's the same as the old one. But the new classes, I've got a huge question mark over the both of them. But we've got a release date. I think it is a release date for Uncharted 4, March the 18th, in 2016. But we've also got a beta launch date for the 4th of December to the 13th of December, and that's later on next month. So if you want to get your hands on the Uncharted beta, get online and put your name forward. Definitely something to look forward to. Now, if you remember the Little Big Planet series, they've got a new game coming out. It's called Dreams, and it's a game where you can manipulate objects by using your own customizable imp, and you get to go into worlds created by other players. So it does have that element of a Little Big Planet, but it's definitely one of those new sandbox games. It's all hand-built from scratch. With the gameplay trailer that I saw, you could control not only a human panda shape. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'm just leaving it alone. But you can also manipulate other environments, not environments, creatures or objects, like a giant rat in one level example, and you could also throw away old objects. So it's definitely something weird. And the best thing about this is it's a really fun sandbox game where you don't have to follow any script. You could do anything that you want. You could just say ruin the scenery in one level, or maybe rescue a damsel in distress and throw it in the water. I don't know how many princes in the past would like to do that with the princess, but no, that would have been annoying. But if you ever wanted to do that, maybe you could do so in Dreams. We were gonna have a 2016 beta, and it is multiplayer playable. So definitely a fun-looking game, and it's one, if you're a big sandbox player, definitely look into it. And one of the key announcements at this Sony conference in Paris Games Week, VR. Virtual reality. This is definitely one of those moments where finally we're in that step of technology where we can actually go into virtual reality. If you've ever seen the anime Sword Art Online, where they're trapped in this virtual reality world and they have to try and escape by defeating the boss on the 100th floor. It's something like that, but definitely not as horrible, but a lot of fun, and it's one of those life-changing realities where you have to put on the headset and find out for yourself. I hope they can do other MMORPGs, maybe something like World of Warcraft, but for Sony PlayStation. But no death traps, please. I want to live. But we've got I've got a list here of some of the games that will be coming out for PlayStation VR. We haven't got a release date, so keep in mind. But we do have I do have a list here. So I will try and say them as best I can. Rigs, Major Combat League. It's when those you have to take control of a robot and compete in the sport. It's an online sport thing. Tekken 7, that was announced earlier in the podcast. Final Fantasy 14 Online, the Heaven Sword version. I played the 14-day trial, and it was awesome. I did a bit of the combat, and it was really, really easy to do. It's definitely a fun game for me to play, but I'm gonna stick with World of Warcraft. Another game that was announced at the press conference, Until Dawn, Rise of Blood. I think it was Rise of Blood, I can't remember. That's the horrifying experience of the Until Dawn series, where you're gonna get a huge fright. I hope I never have to go into that game at all. This is a really interesting one. Robinson the Journey. With the trailer that I saw, you had to try and follow a little drone, robot drone, and make sure that you didn't get crushed by dinosaurs. Ooh. But at the end of the trailer, the robot said, "Well, Robin, are you ready to play a different game?" Ooh, that's shaky. Ooh, I'm getting nervous about this. Battle Zone, where you have to control a tank, and it's sort of like Modern Warfare in the sense. You control a tank and you try and shoot the enemy. Don't know what's going to happen in Battle Zone. It's gotta keep an eye on that one. Eve Valkyrie. If you played the Eve series, this is definitely a game for you. Ooh, it's a space game. I haven't played or seen any gameplay trailers of it, so don't know what's gonna happen. London Heist. This is definitely going to be better than an actual heist game. You play a thief, and this is the best part about virtual reality in my mind. You get to use your actual limbs and fire off against virtual enemies. That was a really awesome experience in my book. Definitely one that I would think about getting. Maybe if they have dual wielding functions. Oh yeah, definitely get that. And Megatron Rainfall. I couldn't get much out of that. It looks like some kind of a flying sim game, or maybe it's a war-playing game like World of Warplanes. Definitely want to keep an eye out for in the VR market. So yeah, if you're looking for a VR headset, go to Sony. This is the company that definitely looks like it is now the place to get VR games. So keep your eye out on Sony for the VR games, because I'm looking forward to this. Definitely, I'd like to see what Sony does in the VR market in the future. And carrying on near the end of the announcement, we got Gran Turismo Sport. If you're a big of the Gran Turismo series, then you'll know that this is a game that will be celebrating 100 years of motorsports. Back, I believe, in 1915, when the car was first introduced as a method of transport, motorsports started to emerge when it made its big bang, and sort of like how esports is doing right now. Yeah, so Gran Turismo is going to be the most realistic racing game in the series. It's probably going to be one of the biggest driving simulators that is out there. It's going to be for all ages, from 0 to, say, 80. I'm not going to get into that much detail. Unfortunately, I couldn't get much time into preparing the notes. But yeah, we're going to have a Gran Turismo Sport. It's going to be, I think it's going to have online social capabilities. Not much that I can get into detail for that. So definitely want to keep an eye out for if you're a big motorsport fan. I know some of you are out there listening to this and you want to get some more details on it. Definitely keep your eyes out on the Sony website. Definitely, if I can get some more details on this game for you, then I will try and share to the best of my abilities. Wild, this is a different game. This is one of the new games that has been announced for the PlayStation 4. It's you have to control a shaman, leader of a tribe of people, and you have to do various tasks or quests or whatever they're called in the game. I'm definitely interested in this. You get to control animals, wild animals like hawks, bears, snakes, basically anything in the wild. You could even use rabbits as a method of distraction to maybe, say, get the attention of a crazy cult of murderous men. There's a lot of things you could do, but one of the key features of this game, you can, if you've got an animal like the snake, as I explained earlier, you can actually sacrifice that snake to summon, a god of that kind, to either find a cure for its poison or learn new skills that can be used out in the wild. But yeah, definitely one of those interesting decision games that not a lot of people are interested in, but it's definitely one that could make an impact if it does the right things in the game. Well, definitely keeping an eye on out on that one, see what will happen in the future. And for the last announcement that was made, a game called Detroit. Basically, it's a story-based game about an android who's going to be let loose out into the city. I think of Detroit, Michigan, if it's going to be coming to that. Yeah, it's made. I think it's made by a famous author. I don't know his name, but I'm gonna have to go over the announcement trailer on IGN when I get a chance. But definitely story-based. We're gonna get. I hope to see a lot more story-based games in the future. They're definitely becoming a trend now with Game of Thrones and the Minecraft story. It's one of those trends that died out once some time ago, and now it's coming back, making a huge impact on the games market. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for Detroit. Hopefully 2016 release, if not 2017. Keep an eye out on this podcast to learn some more. But there were some things that, one thing in common that I was really upset that I didn't get to see two things actually that in the announcement. One was some PlayStation Vita games. I was hoping to see maybe some new PlayStation Vita game announcement trailers, probably for some upcoming games. Maybe some games that could definitely make an impact on the Vita if the developer knows what they want to do with this. And the second thing that I'm really disappointed in, I really wanted to see make his return to the 20th anniversary of Sony PlayStation, Crash Bandicoot. Oh, why didn't they bring Crash back? I played that guy since 1995, and I still really, really like to play those old games. It really went south when Crash Twinsanity came out, and I really hope that Sony PlayStation actually has the rights to Crash Bandicoot so that they can bring a new adventure of Crash Bandicoot, much like the first three games back when he was first, a Sony mascot, and I don't know if he will be again, but I hope he will. I really, really, really wanted to see a new Crash Bandicoot game. Those were one of my favorite platforming games of all time when the PlayStation came out. I really, really wanted to see a Crash Bandicoot game announced. Oh well, beggars can't be choosers. So, definitely it left on a very high note. A lot of very promising announcements, and I'm definitely looking forward to the future of, we've only got 2 more months left of 2015, and I'm hoping to see what kind of an impact PlayStation will leave now, ever since the announcement at the Paris Game Show. Please do leave your comments on Facebook or on the YouTube page, and let's see what kind of reaction that you've left. See what kind of impressions that you liked at the Paris Game Show. It's definitely it was definitely one of the best conferences at the show. I probably think one of the only conferences. So hopefully we'll get some more info on the games as it comes out. So definitely keep an eye out on the Emperor's Voice over your favorite internet websites like IGN or Eurogamer, and hopefully we'll get some more info. Let's go on to the Emperor's topic, and this week's Emperor's topic, it's a favorite of mine. It's that one time of the year when a company actually has its own conference, BlizzCon. Oh yeah, BlizzCon. This is definitely one of my favorite conventions of all time. I'm looking forward to this one this year, because I've actually purchased the e-ticket to actually watch it in my home on the 6th and the 7th of November. I've seen a lot of good news on this. First of all, the closing act for BlizzCon will be Linkin Park. I like some of the music, especially like the first 2 albums. I also like some of the songs, like Bleed It Out, and I can't remember that was it, What I've Done. That was a good one. Those are some good songs. I enjoy them. I'm definitely looking forward to their closing performance at BlizzCon this year. And another big announcement that was posted before the show, there is going to be a trailer for the Warcraft movie. Yes, the Warcraft movie was in development, and now we are going to get the trailer. I can't wait for this film to come out in cinemas. I hope it comes out in the UK as well. I hope the story is based on the Orcs and Humans game when it was first released a long time ago, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't have the first game, and I really would like to see the film. What I'd like to see in this year's BlizzCon, I'd like to see more details on the new expansion, World of Warcraft Legion, the next World of Warcraft expansion, where we got the Demon Hunters announced. We got special weapons where you can only where you no longer have to loot to enemies for the weapons, and but it's all about the armor now. Where we get the class order halls, maybe some details on the new dungeons and lands that we're going to be visiting in the new expansion. I definitely look forward to that for the Warcraft part. I hope that they've also got some good announcements coming out for the next patch, the next major patch in the Warlords of Draenor series, because we're coming to that point where we're doing a lot of damage to Gul'dan and his evil armies, his Fel Horde, I think that we're going to call him. So hopefully we'll get some more details on the new expansion. Maybe get a glimpse of what Illidan Storm Rage has done ever since its release. Also, I'd like to see what the future holds for StarCraft 2 and Blizzard's real-time strategy genre. They've done a lot of great real-time strategy games. Their first real-time strategy was Warcraft Orcs and Humans, like I mentioned some time ago, and hopefully, they've also done some great StarCraft 2 games and original StarCraft, because man, me and my brother, we played the game for some time and we liked it. But I'm the only one that has played the new StarCraft 2 game, and I've pre-ordered the collector's edition for Legacy of the Void. I haven't. My brother has, and I'll be paying him later. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to what the future of their real-time strategy genre will hold. Maybe in Warcraft 4 or StarCraft 2, wherever they're going backwards in time or forwards of what happens after the events of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Maybe we'll find out at BlizzCon this year. And I hope to see some news on Diablo series, because it's been a long time since their Reaper of Souls expansion was launched, and I'm starting to wonder what they're going to do with this series now. It's made a lot of impacts ever since it was released. First it was on the PC, then it was announced for the PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and Xbox 360, and we haven't heard a lot about the Diablo 3 series ever since. So I'm looking forward to what's I'm hoping that there's going to be some news on the Diablo 3 series so that we can get some more gameplay out of it. Maybe a new class, new levels, raise the level cap to 80 in Diablo 3, and hopefully maybe some brand spanking new weapons. That's what I'm hoping for in this next expansion. Well, if there will be an expansion for Diablo 3. We've also got Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, the card game that Blizzard have developed for the Warcraft series, and it's a big hit, a really huge hit, and I'm one of the players, by the way, if you ever challenge me to a game of Hearthstone, so don't take it personally when I beat you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what's going to happen next, because I hope we get another deck, another class that we could play in Hearthstone, maybe the Death Knight or the Monk class, because those are some seriously good cards when they were classes in World of Warcraft. I hope that we could maybe play them in the trading card game or collectible card game, depending on what Hearthstone is. I don't really care. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to some new announcements for Hearthstone. Maybe another expansion or another adventure mode like the Curse of Naxxramas, because those are some really good moments in the Hearthstone, and I'm really looking forward to what the future holds for that as well. Another game that I'm looking forward to announcements for is Heroes of the Storm, because I get some emails from Blizzard saying that a new hero, Artanis, is being launched for Heroes of the Storm, and it's pretty good that Heroes of the Storm are always getting new heroes. They've already got the Lost Vikings. That was a classic Super Nintendo game where you had to control 3 Vikings who were abducted into space, and they had to go through time and space to get back to their home. So that's really... It was a puzzle game. It is a puzzle game. If you've ever played it before, I'm definitely looking forward to, hopefully, the game coming out on Virtual Console. But yeah, Heroes of the Storm, it's a MOBA game. I'm definitely looking forward to what's going to come out. Maybe some brand new heroes, new stages. Definitely something that Blizzard can do to separate it from Dota 2 and League of Legends, because those are two of the major MOBA games that people are out there are interested in, and Blizzard has to really put their foot play that hand right now, as it were, to make sure that to show off the world that hey, we're a big gaming company, we could do MOBAs too, give our game a try, and see what you think. Yeah, so let's see what. I'm looking forward to a lot of things in BlizzCon, so definitely keeping an eye out for all of those major announcements. And Overwatch, yes, Overwatch, the new game. Beta was announced some time ago, and yeah, it's definitely a really good game. Unfortunately, I haven't got access to the beta for it, but I'm definitely looking forward to what Blizzard say about their new first-person shooter game, because this is new territory from them, in my opinion. So I'm definitely looking forward to what Overwatch will deliver. I hope that it's got story mode. I hope that it's not only online play. I'm looking forward to what they're announcing at BlizzCon. I will be keeping an eye out on everything that happens game-wise at BlizzCon, and I will report it on the next podcast, the Emperor's Voice podcast, episode 5. Yes, episode 5 will be a BlizzCon special. We will not ask the Emperor or an Emperor's topic. We will do an Emperor's Voice BlizzCon special. So make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and like me on Facebook. Follow me, and I hope that I will be reading your comments out soon. Let me tell you this right now, ladies and gentlemen. There will be no Ask the Emperor next week. There will be no Emperor's topic next week. So you will have time to get everything ready. I will put up a schedule of what will happen for the Emperor's topic for the next 4 weeks. And you can then gather your thoughts and share them with not only me, but with other people, other gamers on my page, and make your voice heard, because I know that I'm making mine heard right now. And speaking of Ask the Emperor, we don't have any questions again, but I'm keeping my hopes up. I hope there are other people out there that want to ask me a question, because please, I encourage you, just use the hashtag Ask the Emperor to ask me a question for, not next week, 2 weeks' time. You've got 2 weeks' time to prepare and ask the Emperor a question. Ask me anything that you want, because I will be honest and willing to answer your question. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the podcast. It has been great talking to you as usual. I am Emperor K, and to celebrate the 20 years of PlayStation, I say thank you, PlayStation. Thank you, Sony. Thank you, everyone. Happy gaming, and I will speak to you at next week, where it will be the BlizzCon special. So once again, happy